In 1996, Jason will return once again to the big screen. This time, Jason is portrayed by C.J. Graham, which I think for the most part is pretty forgettable, but the movie is anything but. Now we have a new actor portraying Tommy Jarvis, Tom Matthews, who I think does a fine job. Every sequel thus far would pick up where the last one left off, so you may have expected this to be similar to the others. But in the sixth installment, Jason Lives, it's taken a much more self-aware approach. Being this late in the game, it was a brilliant idea.
We had a sense of humor with it and tried to make it look as fresh and contemporary as we could, sort of party movie making at the same time. And I think of everything I've done, it probably was the most enjoyable.
And this approach wouldn't have been taken if it wasn't for the director Tom McLoughlin. Even with all the camp and humor, Jason is still taken seriously, but not by the majority of its victims, or the world around him, making it new, fun, and a breath of fresh air. This sequel is also the first since the original to get positive feedback from critics. The humor is everything a sequel this far in the series would need, to separate itself from what we saw before. Jason is now back from the dead to finish what he started, along with Tommy Jarvis, making sure he rots in hell. Again.
Holy shit!
This version of Jason is also the introduction to the undead version of himself, making him even more unstoppable with over-the-top kills, which would be only suitable in a Friday film, but which is why so many others and myself including love it so much, for this particular sequel being bold and thinking outside the box. The climax is easily the best out of the entire franchise in my opinion, a one-on-one battle with Tommy and Jason, and help from his girlfriend. The crew also captured a legit camp feel with kids and counselors, an atmosphere we haven't really seen since part 2. I think it's a missed opportunity that the remaining franchise didn't continue that same tradition. So if you're gonna make a sequel, take notes because this is the way to do it.
The most difficult thing was the big RV gag, because that really required somebody to be in that thing, and it sounds easy because you think like, well, that's a very large thing, it shouldn't be dangerous. Well, it actually is, because those things are very, tinny, and you have to kind of take everything out of it, reinforce it in a way so that it doesn't collapse on the poor guy in there, and then, hit that ramp, and you can only do it once. So those kinds of things require usually a bigger budget, more time, and we were, basically on a, very low budget, as all these things are, and I was trying to be very ambitious in this show. When I look back and think how much we did do with that amount of money, it was pretty miraculous, but I really give the full credit to it. Just a, great crew, a great team of people all saying, yeah, let's make this one a little more special.